previous session, we were discussing on the lesson light. There, we discussed about the properties of light, about the process of reflection with respect to the plane mirrors. We also studied what is a spherical mirror, which are the types of spherical mirror, that is about the convex mirror and the concave mirror, and about its ray diagram, that is how the process of reflection takes place in case of convex mirror and concave mirror. And we also learned few terms like pole, radius of curvature, principal axis, armature, principal focus, focal length, and all these terms we learned, children, with respect to the mirrors. In today's session, we shall be learning about the ray diagrams. That is, I also said you what is a ray diagram. We all know that light travels in the form of rays. Here we have assumed about the condition that light always travels in straight path. Assuming that we are learning this, the ray diagrams, that is how the image is formed. In ray diagrams, what do we do is, we are finding out the position of the image formed. The position as well as the nature of the image formed is found out. How means? It basically depends on the position of the object, children. First we have to see where the object is placed. At different position of the object, the image will be formed at different positions. What is the position of the object? Based on that you will have to decide what is the position of the image as well as the nature of the image. What is the nature of the image means? That too we have discussed already. That is whether it is erect or inverted, or whether it is real or virtual image. I said you real images can be caught on the screen, whereas virtual images cannot be caught on the screen. Shortly, I will be showing you an activity to explain you what is this image caught on the screen, cannot be caught on the screen, so that you will be understanding it better. I will perform that activity when I go to school. From the lab, I will perform and show it to you. As well, I will show you what is concave mirror, convex mirror, plane mirror, everything I will be showing, as you all know it is there in the lab, children. So, before actually learning about the ray diagrams, so you should know little basic things, like we are mainly concentrating on the image formation by concave mirror. We are not studying about in the sense we are not discussing much on convex mirror. It is because we all know it is a divergent mirror. Because when the light falls on convex mirror, the rays of light after reflection will not go inside or converge at a point. Instead, it will spread out. And when the traced path of those reflected rays, when you bring together, it will coincide at one point. So, we are not worried much about the divergent mirror or the convex mirror. We are paying more attention about the ray diagrams on the concave mirror, or about the image formation by concave mirror. That you are going to explain with the help of ray diagram, as I said, where the image is formed. When you pass the light on the concave mirror, the process of reflection will take place. After reflection, the reflected light, where it meets or where it go inside, that point of intersection of all the rays of light is called the principal focus F, and at F or at the principal focus, the image of the object is said to be formed. This thing you should have in your mind. Andre rays, incident ray, reflected ray baritiralla. Reflected ray alla elli meet agatto, children. At that point, the image of the object is said to be formed. Idu first point in basic. Second eno andre, yesterday or in the previous session, when I was explaining you about the reflection process through this concave mirror, if you remember, we considered the object to be at some infinite distance. Object at infinity. So, object is at infinity. This is infinity symbol, you all know. And what we did? Ray of light coming like this, reflect back. Hingondu, reflect back. Hinge, reflect back. Hinge, reflect back. We studied like this. And finally we said yes, they all are coinciding, and that point is called idu. But after that we studied few basic terms or definitions about the parts of the mirror. What are they? That is, the center of the mirror is called the pole of the mirror, represented by capital letter P. 4 ray diagrams I am going to show you to learn few basic concepts. Which are there? I will explain you. After that only you will be able to draw the ray diagram. These are the basic things or points you will have to remember in order to draw the ray diagram, children. So I have chosen 4 points are there. So for all the 4 different pictures I will be showing to you. So the center of the mirror is called pole. It represented by capital letter P. Next, the center of the sphere is called the center of curvature, represented by capital letter C. The line passing through the pole is called the principal axis, and the surface area of the mirror which is available for this process of reflection of light is called the aperture. That is nothing but the area of the mirror, you can say. And if you observe in all the 4 figures, the outer part I have shaded. Why? We know that in case of mirror, one of the part is silvered or polished. That we are going to represent either by shading or by drawing lines. This way also you can show the surface, polished part. It is not a problem. Next, children, we know that the distance from pole to the center of curvature of the mirror is called the radius of curvature, represented by capital letter R. And in between pole and center of curvature, we have a point F, that is the principal focus of the mirror. Principal focus andrenu? It is the point where the rays of light after reflection will pass through. And it is the point, or principal focus is the point where the image of the object is formed. This is important thing. And distance from pole to this principal focus is called the focal length, represented by letter F. These are the few things we discussed, children. Now, what we are going to learn is, first thing is, children, we are drawing the concave mirrors like this. Very first point is, a ray of light after reflection will pass through the principal focus of the mirror. When we studied the process of reflection with respect to concave mirror and convex mirror separately, simply we used to draw the rays, mirror mele bilodu reflect, mirror mele reflect, hag barita idvi. But now, children, you cannot do that. You can do that, but how? Andre incident ray na straight mirror mele incident madidre reflect admele hege hoytu. If at all you are passing the incident ray through the pole, in which direction will the reflected ray be? If at all the ray of light, incident ray, is passing through center of curvature of the mirror, what will be the direction of reflected ray? If at all you are passing the incident light through the principal focus of the mirror, how the reflected ray of light will be or will go? All these things you should know in order to draw the ray diagram. And one more important point is, children, for the image to be formed, minimum of 2 rays of light is required. Minimum of 2 rays of light are required for the formation of image. This is very important thing. Because when you draw the ray diagram, children, any 2 rays if you show say that if image is formed here, that is enough. You need not draw 3, 4, 5 lines and all. Don't make the figure look cumbersome. Let it be clean. Why? Because if you draw 2 rays of light, that is 2 incident ray, 2 reflected ray, if you show, that is sufficient. So 2 reflected rays or 2 incident rays are sufficient for the image formation. That is the reason we will be drawing only 2 rays of light. Okay. Now first point is, a ray of light after the reflection will pass through the principal focus of the mirror. A ray of light, if you just pass it parallel to the principal focus, a ray of light if you are drawing the ray of light coming from the source or from the object which is at infinity. In all the case, we will take infinity only. Okay, na? So ray of light is coming from some infinite distance, say from the sun. The light will come straight, means this line is what? Principal axis, children. This line passing through the pole is principal axis. If at all you draw the incident ray which is parallel to the principal axis, then that incident ray after touching the mirror will reflect and will always pass through the principal focus of the mirror. That is very, very important. So now hige barbuttu yello ond kade line draw mado hagilla. Each ray of light hege hogutto alli hige barbeku anno rule ide. So a ray of light, if at all the incident ray is parallel to the principal axis, that ray of light after reflection will pass through the principal focus of the mirror. That is first point. See, will pass through the principal focus, that is capital letter F of the mirror. That is about the first point. Second point, I am showing with the help of second ray diagram. A ray of light passing through the principal focus of the mirror will emerge parallel to the principal axis. What does it mean? Now you know what is principal focus, what is principal axis. If at all a ray of light coming from infinity without object, without image, if you draw a ray diagram, it is meaningless, children. Keep in mind. Always you should show the source or object. So from where the light is coming on. When the object is placed at infinity and the ray of light, I said you, if I just switch on the torch now, keeping it as the source, it is not like only one ray of light is coming. Many rays of light are coming. Beam of light barata. What is beam? Collection of rays of light forms the beam of light, alva. So one ray, no. If at all one of the ray pass and go parallel to the principal axis, it will pass through principal focus. But if one of the ray of light, if at all it pass through the principal focus, it is not like always you have to go straight and hit the mirror. Nothing like that. If at all the incident ray passes through the principal focus of the mirror, then after striking the mirror, children, it should reflect back. How it will reflect? It will emerge parallel to the principal axis. Parallel to the principal axis, incident ray hodre, reflect admele, it will pass through principal focus. Whereas, if at all the incident ray is passing through the principal focus of the mirror, after reflection, it will emerge parallel to the principal axis. This is point number 2. Third one is, a ray of light passing through the center of curvature C of the mirror will trace the same path after the process of reflection. Means, I will consider this new figure now. From infinity, the light is coming from the object. If at all the ray of light is passing through C, that is center of curvature of the mirror, children, after hitting or striking the mirror, it will reflect back. When it reflect back, it will go in the same path. Yav directional banto, ade line alli it will go back. So you can see both downward and upward arrow mark, incident ray to reflected ray to, both the arrow marks are represented on the same line. Why? It is because a ray of light passing through the center of curvature of the mirror will trace the same path. This is very, very important. Okay. Next, if at all the light coming from the object at infinity will pass or through the pole of the mirror. Pole ge bandibitu. Directly pole of the mirror hatra light bantu. One of the ray of light. What will happen is, means making an angle of incidence I and the tagadana. Everywhere, children, it will make some angle of incidence that I will show you when we draw individual ray diagrams. Okay, na? Now, what was I telling? Yes, incident ray, if at all it passes through the pole of the mirror or it incident obliquely to the principal axis towards the pole. Andre direct hige pole hatra if it comes, children, after hitting the mirror, it should reflect back now. I will erase the C and F for now, or I will write it short. Okay. After hitting the mirror, it will reflect back in such a way, making an angle of reflection r, obeying the laws of reflection. I will repeat, if at all one of the incident ray is hitting the pole of the mirror, after reflection it will reflect back, obeying the laws of reflection. Andre I is equal to r, that is the first point under laws of reflection. The angle of incidence is always equal to the angle of reflection. Andre if incident ray pole na touch agta, maybe it made some angle 50 degree andre pole na hit admele it is reflecting back now children. This angle of reflection also will be equal to 50 degree. Oh, always 30 degree matta 30 degree, 20 degree 20 degrees matta. So angle of incidence will always be equal to the angle of reflection, or they say it reflects back obeying the laws of reflection. So these are the very important point you have to keep in mind when you draw the ray diagram. This is the skeleton. So ನೀವು ಏನಾದರೂ ray of light na parallel ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ principal axis ಗೆ, it should pass through principal focus after reflection. If at all the incident ray is passing through the principal focus, then after reflection it will emerge parallel to the principal axis. If at all the ray of light is passing through the center of curvature of the mirror, after reflection it traces the same path. If the incident ray is incident at the pole of the mirror at some angle of incidence, then after reflection it reflects obeying the laws of reflection, that is angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. So you should know which ray, if I draw, how the reflected ray has to pass or through which it had to pass through, and you should have the idea. That idea is learned by these 4 points children. This is about the concave mirror, basic parts to draw the ray, basic points to draw the or learn the ray diagram. With this background, now we shall learn the ray diagram. In your textbook you have a table given, which the first column says the position of the object. Different positions of the objects are given. In the next column you can see the position of the images. Object ellitre image elli form agate anta. Next column alli you have position of the image. One more column you have nature and size of the image. So object distance, image distance andreno, all that I should tell you. Before learning ray diagram children, let us learn one more important. After learning these basic 4 points, we shall learn the sign convention. After that we shall learn the ray diagram. We shall next see to it.